ya. You know it. Hit me on Twitter at Mike Sean Radio. Yeah. I done been to IHOP, I done been to Waffle House, I done been to Diners too. I done been to Mama's house, but I swear nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. Hey, hey, hey. Nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. It's 5 in the morning, still I'm storing cheese, making grits and eggs. She's making those grits. At 5 in the morning, we could only be about to eat 2 things. She's making those grits. Cholesterol is high, but them grits is on my mind. You cook them so good, I can't deny. A heart attack is worth the ride. You make me wanna be home all the time. You're cooking them grits with steak at night. Can't be cooked by no beginner. Grits made by a winner. Them grits make me kiss her. Grits all on my plate. Got my stomach full. Got me feeling great. I gotta kiss her. Grits all on my plate. Got my stomach full. Got me feeling great. I done been to Cracker Barrel. I done been to Cozy Kitchen. I done been to Denny's too. Had some women try to feed me, but I swear nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. Hey. Nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. You better make the grits and make them right. I'll make you feel so good at night. If you make the grits and make them right, I'll make you feel so good at night. Just make the grits and make them right. I'll make you feel so good at night.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.
We the Worst Records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do. Michael Sean wears tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when December comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my 6-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
Did I take it too far? Wait.
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning, at work and when I creep. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Mike Sean with tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, hey, tight shirts, tight shirts, hey. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tuesday, April 28th. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, Jay Black, is victorious. So Jay Black has cut that lead.
2 days in a row.
He's chopping it down. What's today?
2 days in a row.
28th, the 28th.
Mm-hmm.
That means
and I don't even be playing them games.
Mo is up 9-7. You have cut the lead to 2. You've cut the lead to 2. You're making a comeback. All right. Jay's on the road to redemption, just like this summer of redemption is about to happen really big. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Nikki White Chocolate. Good morning, KT. We were going back and forth a little bit, and I told you I will call you back today. I got to get back with Asha. A lot of things to do. I'll be interviewing Carlos Miller from the We the Boys comedy tour. And what was the South? What was the podcast? Him, Chico
South.
85?
85 South.
I got to write that down. I got to interview him.
It's Carlos South. Miller, DC Young Fly, and one more fella.
Chico Bean.
Chico
Yeah.
Bean.
Hilarious individuals, Carlos Miller. So we'll have the pleasure of actually opening the show this Saturday in Atlantic City. Me and Jay Black will be in the building, and I'll be doing a quick 5 minutes. Nothing. I'm just trying to introduce the contestant, the winner, who was the comedian who did their thing. All right. So how was your night last night, Jay Blizzy, Jay Black?
Night was cool beans, average chill night. Still eating my pasta.
The baked ziti.
I'm
The
still
big-
on my
the big
leftovers. Can we throw it
ziti.
away? Nope. I'm not doing
No, our taste buds are from the streets.
Nope.
No, you keep that right in that refrigerator. You keep it right there and keep it
Nope.
tight in the Tupperware or the aluminum foil, however you put it in there.
it. Yep. I know I got at least one more day. At least
Facts.
one more, if not two.
That's one thing we agree on, Jay Black. Facts on facts.
I keep heating up my big ziti.
What?
Love it. Wheel of Fortune was cool. Watched Jeopardy. The Chinese bull finally lost from Lawrenceville, New Jersey, by somebody from Philly. This dude was on the record. Jeopardy is popping.
Oh, they had another record breaker on Jeopardy because I
yeah,
remember they had the
yeah.
one dude who became the host for a little while, Alex
Ken
Trebek.
Jennings. Ken
he
Jennings
still
still
a
the
host?
host. Yep, he's still the host. This
He's
dude
he's
was on
the
the
GOAT.
the dude got he was like the fifth most days won or whatever, but he just got knocked off yesterday. Pause.
I wonder if the dude that became the host from being the GOAT, and I wonder if he still got the skill set to actually win. I wonder if they put him as a contestant.
you don't just stop being
No,
smart.
but you don't practice when you stop practice. You got to keep adding material. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You got to keep researching.
Trivia
You got to keep it
and-
up on pop culture and everything like that. You know, I wonder if he's still. He was still. So go ahead. So you watched that? You
I
watched
just
it.
on TV. Watch the 1% Club. My mom, we do the family stuff with my mom on the phone. 1% Club quiz with balls. Release the
That's
balls.
dope. I like that. That's dope. No, I really appreciate that. That's dope.
But yeah, that's it. It was a chill day. I didn't even scroll internet, so I ain't even got no clips. I didn't look at online. I'm sure Lady Q sent me some, but usually I took a break from scrolling yesterday. I took a break, so I didn't.
I only got a few because so speaking of family time, I was supposed to take the twins to see Michael Jackson. So I pick them up for lunch and they go, "Wait a second, Dad." They were, it's just us. So anyway, it wound up everybody going. Monty, they were like, "Monty, what's going on with Monty?" I said, "All right, let me check." Because Monty normally comes home from work and she's tired. She's a hard-working woman now. She's an adult and shit.
Oh, now she understand how it is to be an adult.
She got an hour drive to work and an hour drive from work. She's adult right now.
Afro Queen, welcome back. Afro
But when I
Queen.
text Monty, she was like, "Yeah, I'll go." So I was like, "No." Anytime I can get my three daughters out together is always amazing. So we went to go see Michael Jackson.
Morning from Twitch. So y'all went to go. Okay, you and your girls went to see MJ.
So let's
hear the hate, y'all. Let's go right here. All this hate for Mike.
No. It was very mixed because I tried to look at it from watching this movie from one point of view and then watching this movie from another point of view.
You just couldn't just let the movie play. I gotta watch it from this side.
No, because people like we were all Michael Jackson fanatics, but I was. And shout out to DJ Cam, who me and DJ Cam is a Jackson 5. What's that word? He's an expert, but there's a better word. But when it comes to the Jackson 5, DJ Cam can break down the qualities and traits of Randy Jackson, Jermaine Jackson, Tito Jackson. He can literally tell you what their strengths were. And what each one of them brought to the group.
Oh, each one of them had a quality that they brought. Okay.
Like Cam is a damn encyclopedia when it comes to the Jackson 5. So we had that in common. Like I was really, like all of us, but music was everything for me because I was going to be a rapper. So we were digging for samples forever. And listen to the Jackson 5 and listening to what was incredible. So it's hard for me to watch something, a savant. Thank you, KT. Thank you. DJ Cam is a savant when it comes to the Jackson 5. Okay. Thank you, KT. That was the exact word I was looking for. Appreciate you. So when it comes to watching this movie and when it comes to all the stuff I've seen and the stories behind Michael Jackson, but let me just say this from this point of view. Watching it for my daughters enjoyed the movie. Monty gave it a 7. Autumn liked it. Akela liked it. I didn't get their rating yet. They didn't know simple things that we take for granted. And Mo, let me get
Peace, y'all.
Mo's in the building.
Allegedly, Sexy Mo.
In the building. Good morning, Mo. Good morning. Score is 9-7. Jay Black's cutting down your lead. All right. So I can't hear you. Say something.
Oh, that's another point because she ain't got the audio right.
No, I'm sorry. I'm
go.
sorry. Your board skills, it doesn't allow for me to get in after you play my intro.
Shit. Oh, my God.
Oh, that's what it is.
Work that out before I get here.
Anyway.
So I'm talking about going to see the Michael Jackson movie. I went with my 3 daughters. So my daughters didn't know Michael Jackson lit on fire.
Oh, they ain't know Pepsi Cola burnt them up.
They didn't know, and they were like, well, he only did it because Joe Jackson made. Yes. So they were watching something, and that's what I wanted. I wanted them to see and absorb the effect of Michael Jackson, like what Michael Jackson, there's no comparison. Like, I'll give you this. People will say Beyonce is as famous as Michael Jackson. Listen here. Michael Jackson went to one Laker game. And they had to stop the game. They had to stop it. He had to remove himself from the game. Because when Mike walks in the building, Michael Jackson couldn't sit courtside because people couldn't focus on Magic Johnson. Right. Because Mike was at a status that we've never seen before. We've never seen it before.
There's levels to this.
There's levels to this. And ain't nobody ever touched this level.
Yeah.
Nobody. So when I watched it from their point of view, they were seeing something that it was like a myth. They used to clean the house to Michael Jackson. They used to hear me tell stories about the glove and the jackets and wearing penny loafers and high waters and penny loafers and stuff like that. So I had to watch it from their point of view. I had to watch, and I said they enjoyed it. So I'm not gonna say the movie. I was close. I was struggling, Jay. There were parts in that movie. They were spans of like 10 to 15 minutes when I said this shit is trash. Well done.
It got a little slow for you in certain parts.
Well done.
Morning.
And there were times where I said, Mike, let this go. Just watch it. Just watch it.
Just let it go for what it is. Yes.
Okay.
Just watch it. I don't understand, with so much material that had to be covered, how you literally have 2 entire songs get played back to back of him performing and turn this shit into a fucking concert. Now, the rest of the world is like, we're dancing in the aisles, we're dancing with them. Bitch, y'all done taken up so much time of the stories that you could have told just with these back-to-back songs. And to me, it was the money grab, because if y'all do know there's going to be a sequel, y'all decided we'll just wrap it up with these 2 songs. No need to go any further. And we'll just take their money and we'll send them home. Those 4 tickets, if I would have paid for them, would have cost close to $110.
Mm-hmm.
And you gonna feed me the bullshit of them last 2 songs when the most layered artist ever, with layers upon layers of him that needs to be shown in a movie? That's what y'all do? Y'all get that lazy? So once again, Michael Jackson has to carry the whole shit. Michael Jackson got to do the work. He gotta carry your budget, and y'all decide. And the young man who did Michael Jackson, incredible. I really did. I thought he was amazing. I always forget the
nephew, right? Yeah,
Jermaine Jackson's son and whatever like
Jafar.
that. Mm-hmm. Jafar.
Yeah,
amazing job. And I got some other stuff. And I now that Mo's here, and now that Jay and y'all here, I gotta ask this. So there was stuff that it almost felt, even though it was 2 hours, could have been way longer. I mean, the Mission Impossible was close to 3 hours. Mm-hmm. Y'all could have done 3 hours, unless y'all know y'all got part 2 in the stash. Which I've never seen a biop ever have a sequel. I've never seen a biop have a part 2.
but it's Michael Jackson. I could see that happening.
Yeah,
And
but
especially if you're talking about strategic financial planning for the long term, for the longevity of the legacy of his family, I could definitely see why they structured it that way.
and it's a money grab. Then it's a money grab.
I'm
that's
so
what it
confused,
is.
Mike. You said Michael Jackson had to carry the movie, but wasn't the movie about him?
No, but see, that's what you're not getting the nuance. His talent had to carry the movie, not the story of him. His talent had to carry the movie. Just like he had to carry everything. He had to carry companies because his talent had to carry the movie, not the story behind it.
You
Okay,
didn't
I'll wait to see
taint
it.
it. Afro Queen. She's like, she'll wait now.
No,
She'll wait to
Afro-
come on regular cable now. All because of you, Mike.
Oh shit! I forgot to send this guy the damn link.
And we did search on Boss TV, and of course, I was crushed because I didn't know cinema on the Fire Stick, all of those good apps on the Fire Stick. It's gone. So I didn't see it this weekend.
Oh, you didn't
Go
see
to
it
the
this
darn
weekend.
movie. The movie is broken records.
I'm gonna go to the movies and see it. Chillax. I am gonna go see it.
Good morning, Miss McCann.
There's something out there if y'all got kids called Digital Circus, and I had to go to a pop shop for it. So I didn't get to see Mike yet.
Here go random brick. I catch you. I wait for Tubi. See, y'all don't support black folks.
We're not supporting black folks. We're supporting Lionsgate. So let's stop with we're supporting black folks.
Be part of the excitement. People having fun, excited about the movie. Hey, y'all, I'll just wait. I'm here. I don't know. Mike said Mike got to carry them. I don't know because Michael.
No. But it was when I saw it. I said, "Oh, that's what y'all gonna do." Because now I know it ends in 1988 or whatever. I said, "Oh, the transition from him saying bye and him."
I'm bad. I'm out of here, Joe.
I'm out of here, Joe.
I'm leaving you, Joe. I'm leaving you.
Yeah,
and let's go on this tour.
And let's talk about Joe Jackson now. Since we brought up Joe. Joe is a fucking
genius.
No, a tyrant. Joe is a tyrant who literally, to the very end, was trying to milk the fuck out of Michael Jackson. To the very end, was trying to milk the fuck out of him.
Joe. Like they couldn't call him dad.
No.
I mean, and then once I took a deep dive into like a lot of old clips. I was on YouTube up late and just like taking a deep dive into like the original stuff that was out there, some of the interviews that he did, and low key, high key, he used to clown Joe Jackson in some of his interviews.
Well, here's a little interview. Here's a little interview that Joe did, and I don't have a lot because I went straight to bed after I came home. Here's a little Joe Jackson classic.
There's no such thing as beating a kid. You whip them and punish them for something they did, and they will remember that. So they remember in such a way they wouldn't do it again. That's the way I was.
Some may call it a strict disciplinarian or whatever, but he was very strict, very hard, and very stern. Mm-hmm. And just a look would scare you, and...
Were you scared of him?
Very frightened. There's been times when he'd come to see me and I would get sick. I'd start to regurgitate.
As a child or as an adult?
Both.
Let's get in.
Damn.
Look.
So that's trauma. That's real. That when you're talking about from clinical standpoint, that's real trauma.
And that's the one thing that was agreed upon. My daughters were like, they ain't say it like this. That's some bullshit. He was horrible. And they didn't even take the deep dive into it.
Yeah, because they didn't touch on the LaToya video, the LaToya interviews.
Yeah, they didn't talk about the SAN and the alleged rumors that LaToya's that Janet's mom ain't Catherine. And I'm saying it because it's so horrendous. I don't even want to say what the accusations are of the SAN. I'm telling you, in a dark place, you could literally make a Netflix series off of Joe Jackson alone.
Just off of him alone, yeah.
Just off of him alone. He is the Ike Turner. He's the Ike Turner to Mike. What Ike was to Tina, he's the Ike Turner to Michael Jackson. An abused kid. I'm checking out. See y'all.
So this was emotional for Billy. Thanks for being honest.
Sorry
Billy.
about that, Billy. Sorry about that.
You done triggered Billy.
triggering. It is very triggering. I'm pretty sure it was triggering to a lot of people who went to go see it.
His wife is the family. Goddamn.
No, that's a real thing. That's a real thing. I don't, that's not. I won't even joke about that. That's a real
Yeah,
thing.
it's trauma. Clearly, Billy said, "I can't even listen to y'all right now." Yeah, Mike. Should we switch? Should we pivot?
And for those that I respect, that I think are Michael Jackson fans, for those who, and there were a few people said, "No, I didn't even miss Janet Jackson." Then you didn't know. You didn't know how close. You didn't know how close Michael Jackson and Janet were.
Very close.
So
Very
if Janet isn't in here and doesn't have her input in this movie, that's like somebody making a movie about me and eliminating my sister. If my sister says you're doing a movie about Mike and she says I'm not part of this, you probably don't want to support it. Trauma, just the anticipation of seeing your dad makes you sick. Yes.
It's a physiological response to abuse.
You have to issue trigger warnings prior to these conversations, Mike.
Okay.
We didn't know. We didn't know. We weren't being disrespectful to Billy. We rock with Billy.
They ain't give me a trigger warning before the Jackson movie came. Michael's movie came on. They ain't put a trigger warning.
Y'all.
They put trigger warning.
Every story we do could be a trigger warning. Every clip you play could be a trigger warning.
For real.
Topic wise, especially if you're going to take a deep dive, I think that if you're not going to do just a soft brush across the topic, maybe you would put a disclaimer.
I did have a guest. Did I tell him to get on this early?
It's 7:30. You got a guest in the green room. I know it's just a suggestion because we don't know. All right, you got to respect that. The community has spoken, just like y'all voted yesterday. Y'all spoke.
I missed some things yesterday.
People be voting people off the island.
Goodness.
Let me get Rory in here because he's really in a truck. He's really in an 18-wheeler. Oh shit!
What the hell?
Let me go for our left off.
Can you turn your phone to the side?
Yeah, you turn your phone to the side. Turn your phone to the side like this.
You got the horizontal.
Hey Rory. This is what we gonna do because I want to talk to you. Hold on. This is what we gonna do. We're gonna reschedule because I need you to be. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot. So can we reschedule? Because I really want to talk to you because you got an interesting story.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so we'll reschedule and I'll get you on here because he's got an interesting story and I want to talk to him. So we'll reschedule. I'll text you today.
For surely. I love us. Have a good one, y'all.
All right, good shit. Yeah, he does have there's a lot of stuff he does that I think will be information that we need to have here. Yeah, he had the whole truck. He had the whole truck.
As a kid, I used to like rap. I go like that. He'd be.
Yeah, you go like But where was I? Yeah, if Janet, not having Janet a part of this is a big deal. Like that was one of his confidants. That was somebody that they literally had a connection and did a whole song together and a video together, and they really were. Janet was the only person that on a solo status could understand a lot of what Michael Jackson went through. Not only the training, but having that type of fame. So to miss Janet is a big deal in my opinion. Diana Ross decided that she would take her character out. There was a character casted as Diana Ross. She took herself out. There were phone calls that I had that I'll play. I couldn't download them of Michael Jackson on the phone. Somebody was on the phone and actually recorded him saying that he was in love with Diana Ross. He says they never had sex. He said he bought her houses, he bought her cars, he bought her a bunch of stuff. But this is another thing. How are you not going to put him in The Wiz? How is The Wiz not going to be a part? That is one of the major stepping stones of Mike's progression. Like The Wiz for us is must watch. You have to watch The Wiz.
Yeah, people came dressed up like the Scarecrow. I saw a lot on social media.
It's my top 5 in my top 5 movie.
I don't even like The Wizard of Oz. I want to watch The Wiz.
Because of Mike.
And because of all of Flip Wilson, for all of them, Diana Ross, everybody, The Wiz was just something different. And for you not to have Diana Ross, The Wiz, there's a lot of stuff. And listen, Michael Jackson got a lot of shit. I wouldn't want to be the person who is trying to make a movie about Michael Jackson, but to waste that much time, and I do say waste, I know y'all enjoyed him performing, to waste that much time with 2 back-to-back songs that took up about 10 minutes, that I was like, dog, we could have got more of the story in here. Now, the point that I really was interested in because of TikTok, watching the movie, because of TikTok, I ain't gonna lie. There's a doctor who's on TikTok who has done a series. Let me take back the word doctor because I'm not sure. She portrays herself as an expert in the field of autism. That's the way she presents herself. And she's got a series of like 5 different ones that I watched where she says Michael Jackson was obviously autistic and gives the examples on one of the things. Now, once again, that's why I have you two here. I have Lady Q watching. So no disrespect intended. But it was just when she mentioned the stuff that I was watching was, she was like the eye contact that Joe Jackson made him have, that it seemed like Michael Jackson had problem making direct eye contact. She had attributed some of that to that. The loud noises, but there was one point in the movie that I heard was repeated 3 times by Joe Jackson. He said, Mike, they're not going to understand you. And he said it 3 times. The first time I thought they're not going to understand you because you're so talented. The second time I was like, why does he keep saying they're not going to understand you? And then the third time he said, they're not going to understand you and you're not going to have the family to protect you. And I was like, did he know something was different about Michael Jackson, but they didn't have a diagnosis? And he knew. And then it was the weird stuff because I was like, as much abuse, and I know it's the Stockholm syndrome. Mike lived in that house with that man. It seemed like he wouldn't, even though after Thriller, he was still in the house with the family. And I was like, was there some type of manipulation that this man was doing, knowing that Mike, it may have been, I don't even know if they had that diagnosis back then.
They did not.
But did he know that Mike was different, not only talent-wise, but because of something else that was going on that they didn't know? And did he use that against Mike? And that's why Mike had such a hard time, even when he was the most powerful entertainer in the world, such a hard time of being we all during abuse would have a hard time to get away. But I thought, so my opinion was, did you see anything? His meticulousness, and me working with somebody who's on the spectrum now, I see Ryan, and shout out to Ryan. He's very meticulous on to the point where he has to, when he starts something, it's something that he gets intense about stuff at the UPS mail store. Like he learns it and has to learn it. And I was just wondering, did you, well, you didn't see the movie.
I haven't.
So but I wonder if Lady Q saw the movie, right, Jay?
No, she don't be going with me.
Oh, she didn't see the movie?
She be anti certain stuff sometimes. You know, she ain't go.
Oh, well, here she goes.
But she said I could believe he was on the spectrum. And they took advantage of him.
And when I started thinking about that, I was like, how many other people took advantage of this guy? Because maybe that was the kindness. I don't know.
Well, you do need him in order for the family to survive. He's feeding a lot of them and then a whole bunch of other people. There's no Jackson 5 tour without Michael. You need Michael, no matter what. You need there's a lot of other artists that can go on the road, groups, but you need Michael. You can't do it.
And think
Destiny Child needs Beyonce.
And think about the psychological abuse that he endured.
Right. That's what I'm saying. On top of that,
that's where the manipulation also comes in when you're talking about why
brothers need you
living with them when he aged out, when he got older, why didn't he branch off? There's a certain level of codependency that develops when, with your abuser sometimes. So not to
he was fantasizing about Neverland. They did highlight that. They kept building up to him and fantasizing about Neverland and the Peter Pan and the animals and and doing it our way. So they did show that part.
But even the weirdness of, not the weirdness, but the fact that his love for animals, like he lived in the house with Joe Jackson and his family and had a giraffe out the window. Like at that point, you would be like, even as a parent, you'd be like, dog, you're going to have to move. Like, I just as a parent, you'd be like, I mean, I know you love animals, but I can't have a
you want to
giraffe.
protect your superstar. I get wanting them there. It's like before your kids leave the house, you want to protect them as long as you can because you know it's different when they're on their own. So I get that.
For Joe, do you think it was more so of protecting his interest more so than protecting
Absolutely.
I think he ran and what he had built more than he was protecting Mike.
The movie was produced by the Jacksons. They're still trying to do damage control, even though people know the truth. What do people know the truth about, K-Day? What are you insinuating? What truth?
There's no insinuations. LaToya came out and said they were sexual assault by Joe Jackson with the daughters.
So LaToya said she saw Joe having sex with the daughters.
LaToya, and I have it. I don't have it. I have it in my phone. LaToya's
interviews, those 90s interviews.
LaToya said she witnessed him leave the bed from his mother to go sleep with Rebbie. That's what LaToya said.
So we still assuming.
Talk. I can only go by if the daughter says she saw it. What else do you want to go by?
You saw him getting up, going into another bedroom.
To his daughter's room.
Yeah, I don't know. Did Rebbie say it was in like?
So Rebbie's response was that she said that no, that didn't happen to her. But again, so let me say this because you also have to read body language, eye contact. If you look at the interview, it was clear from Rebbie's response that something traumatic happened and that she just wasn't ready to deal with it. And that's the thing about outing other people's abuse. If they're not ready to deal with it, they are, there's cases where they are going to deny it
without proof. That's sick to say
they're going to deny it. And LaToya was straightforward. Like, this happened. My mother knew this happened and it happened in our family. And she was very adamant about it. Very, and there was one interview I saw that they did with The View. And the LaToya was talking about who she wanted to talk to, who was in the house, because
we showed the clip.
And the one person in the house and so forth. And so I took a deep dive, like I said, into all of these interviews and these clips, some that I had never seen before.
And Michael has a phone call. I should have got him, but I was just tired. I went straight to bed. Has a phone call where a person recorded him saying he heard Joe Jackson with a person, not his mom, having sex in the house. I know a girl whose father slept with her until she was a senior in high school, and she loves her father down and denied it for years. Her mother was very unaware of it. I mean, it's sick. The daughter absolutely did speak about sexual abuse in the past by Joe Jackson. That's facts.
Well, trigger warning is true. We all right. Well, you done hit on a lot of trigger warning stuff this morning.
Well, the movie didn't give us trigger warnings.
When I watched Michael Jackson movie, oh man, this is a trigger warning. I just want to enjoy the music, the story, the Pepsi Cola.
But see, about an icon, they're not going to do something, and especially if it's monitored and produced by the family, why would they put something out there so salacious? Why would they put something out there? They're going to give you just enough of it to preserve his legacy and his icon.
So Eric Benet made a comment. I was sent this text. Eric Benet said he said people need to stop acting like it's a documentary where journalistic standards apply. It's a cinematic experience about an entertainer who achieves superhero level fandom. I see why people would say that, but understand when you're doing this, then you need certain people are going to expect is, what did he have to go through to become this superhero? That's what when we watch Malcolm X, we needed to see what Malcolm X had to go through for the transformation into the superhero that we know.
Well, look what he told his children when the interviewer asked, hey, if your children wanted to go into the entertainment industry and be entertainers, what would you say? Would you encourage them? And he just laughed and he said, well, I would tell them, are you ready to give up this, that, and this? Are you willing to do this, that? Because this is what comes with it. You're going to get this, but you're also going to get that. And I thought that was one of the realest things that he had ever, said in one of his interviews, acknowledging it's great up here, but all of the other things that you have to give up and sacrifice in order.
Who said that?
Mike.
Mike. Oh yeah, and you're giving up a major chunk of your life that people don't know that you have to give up from a distance. Never been that. Never been on anywhere near. Never sniffed that level. But you do have to. What is given up may not be worth it. Don't know.
He just said, like, are you ready? Like, you have to make sure you're ready, because there's some things that are going to happen. This is going to happen. That's going to happen. Good morning.
And Doc is in the building. Before we get to Doc, I just want to say, and I understand watching it from that point of view. I understand it. And that's why I admire people. I am jealous of people who can go watch that movie and just go like, yeah, this was great. Like I'm jealous of people. Like I just, that's why I said the only possible way to get all the layers of Michael Jackson is if somebody wrote a huge book, a Malcolm X style book, where you would have to read that book with a highlighter and you'd have to start highlighting points to like, oh shit, yeah, I don't want to forget that. I don't want to forget that. In order to get it. A 2 hour and 10-minute movie was not going to do it. The fact that they only made it 2 hours and 10 minutes is disrespectful. Come on. I mean, like I said, Mission Impossible was 3 hours. Like that, but that was me. Once again, I am jealous of people who can just watch it off the Phantom and go like, I just loved it, and it's an escape, and I saw his brilliance. Yes, I saw his brilliance. I saw it firsthand. I remember where I was at when he did Motown. When he did that, I remember I was on the floor next to the couch in Willingboro, New Jersey, 482 Charleston Road, sitting right there with the big fat cable box, and I was there watching, going like, oh shit. That's what we've been doing. Mike's doing what we've been doing. I lived the Phantom. I didn't want a movie that just fed the Phantom because I lived it. I watched it. I'll say this and I'm going to go to Doc. Michael Jackson paid more attention to detail and was more passionate about the Thriller video than they were about this movie. He put more detail and work to a damn short movie in Thriller than for me what they did with this movie. Not saying I didn't enjoy it. It's just when you start making movies about people like Michael Jackson, you better give me the layers that you say is unfair to get to. You better give me all. I need it. And I applaud Spike Lee, even though people still have critiques about Spike Lee. But I applaud Spike Lee with what he did with the Malcolm movie, even though there was no way he could touch what that book was. But I applaud him because that's the Mission Impossible. Dr. Aaron Smith is in the building. What up, Doc? What up, Doc? What up, Doc? Did he freeze?
That's the way I stare, and they say, why? Tell them that it's human nature. Oh, I seen that joint. I was in there cheering. I thought I was at a concert. I had a great crowd, a sold out crowd. But it depends on who you see it with. I seen it with a nice mix of people and a couple black people that were just loud enough. Because you don't want everybody silent, but you don't want people disrupting. I was with the crowd where at the right times they would say something like, "Get him, Mike." I needed that. I needed that right there. Okay, so I want to give a different perspective about how revolutionary the movie was. The movie was so revolutionary. I don't know if that's static coming from me. Is that me? I hear some static.
No, we don't hear.
Make sure it's not my mic.
We good.
Okay, we good then. We not gonna act like Leaving Neverland didn't happen. We're not gonna act like they made that documentary with all the lies and totally demolished this man's legacy with complete fabrications that it can't. Like we gotta put it in that context. But Mike ain't nobody else. We can't talk about Mike. You can't have me be obligated to give you a balanced perspective when I'm obligated to counteract the imbalance that they just gave the last time they put something out about him.
That's what
So
I've
we
been
got a
saying.
restoration project that needs to be done, where there's a new generation of people I've seen Leaving Neverland before they heard Michael Jackson's albums. So I applaud black people for doing what white people have been doing for centuries. We want to depict our heroes the way we feel like it. Thomas Jefferson. We're going to start where we want to start. We're going to stop where we want to stop. And we're going to include what we want to include. This is revolutionary because before they had to green light all our pictures. So if we want to tell a story of Ray, we had to go so deep on the heroin that you got more about heroin than you got about his music. We had to go so deep on Ike and Tina fighting each other that we couldn't even really get into the inequity that even created a nut bush in the first place that they was trying to escape. Working for the man every night and day could have been the underlying subtext. But we got to go to these white folks, and it got to be salacious for them. We got to say, oh, we got Missa. Oh, he evil. Oh, evil. We make a Salt and Pepper movie. We got to make it about Tretz beating her up as more so than the exploitation of the fact they still trying to fight for their masters. No, black people done turned the corner. Black people don't care what you think no more. We going to celebrate our heroes and our music, and that's what we about. Y'all like the salacious stuff. We never like that. We don't even do horror movies the way y'all do it. A lot of this stuff is just because we in white culture. Go to Africa and see how much zombies and all that stuff they talk about eating people up and all that. No, we like movies about family and God and all that other stuff that we like to talk about. That's why Tyler Perry rich right now. But I think it's important for people to understand that we wanted a movie that centered on the music. We needed that. That's what we always wanted. And we wanted a movie that stopped before they took him from us. They want after they extracted him from the black community. That was a heartbreak for us. If you remember watching Michael Jackson be the first black video you saw on MTV, if you remember watching Michael Jackson on the Motown doing the moonwalk, if you remember sitting around watching Thriller debut and they played it every hour on the hour and he took over MTV, he didn't just get on. Like, hey, it was a revolution. It was just like watching I Have a Dream. What he did in music in the 80s was just like everybody talk about people doing in the 60s, what Kendrick Lamar's doing now. He was breaking down barriers, changing the game forever. Michael Jackson was a black hero. Then he got all with the white people. The outfits changed, the music changed, the politics changed. And then when he started doing good business, like he said, I just did good business. When he started doing good business and buying half of Sony, that's when all the stories came out. And we didn't want that. We don't want this is how white people attacked him and lied on him and took him away from the black community and rewrote his history and his story. We don't. I was good on that. I've been watching that for the past 20 plus years. I've been dealing with that for even at that pitiful tour at the end that they tricked him into and pressured him into with the debt and took all his masters. And he had to be on the tour, suspiciously died with the black doctor. Like, I'm good on that. I didn't need none of that. I didn't need it the first time. So I'm glad that black people finally woke up and say, you know what? We're gonna tell our stories our way. F y'all. And if you don't want to come see it, don't come see it. We're not gonna have no white savior, because that was a big thing. That's why Danny Glover still can't get the Haitian Revolution movie done, even though he went to Europe and Africa and in America. He can't get the movie done because he doesn't have a sympathetic white protagonist like they did in Wakanda with the CIA agent trying to save us in Africa.
Stay right there. Stay right there.
No offense, Ryan.
Stay right there. Stay right there. You said to Danny Glover, and I don't want to miss this opportunity to this is the movie that Doc was talking about, and I also want to push back on something you said, but this leads right into what he just said. The Danny Glover movie that he's trying to make. Ironically enough, I have this watch.
Danny Glover tried desperately to get a movie about the Haitian Revolution made in Hollywood. He went to every major studio. He went to studios in Europe, and he was denied funding at every turn. And the reason they gave was that there were no white heroes in the story, so they weren't going to make it. This unspoken mandate that every big-budget movie made for a general audience must have at least one sympathetic white character for white audiences to identify with has been around forever, since the beginning of Hollywood. When I think about movies like The Green Book, you've got The Help, 12 Years a Slave, Amistad, I mean, the list goes on and on. Even Black Panther has this character who is a CIA agent but is in favor of black liberation. Like, ridiculous. I really enjoyed Hidden Figures. I think it's a great movie, but this guy, played by Kevin Costner, he never existed. They made him up for the movie. Everybody else is based on a real person, but not him. So that whole scene where he goes and smashes the sign, the white-only sign on the bathroom, never happened.
We made it up. It never happened. This one was invented by a writer.
It's all there to make white people like me feel slightly better about the history of racism in this country. We can sort of self-insert. We can go, oh, I would have done that too.
No more white restrooms.
There's a cardinal rule in any system that is white identified. And that is that you are never allowed to make white people feel uncomfortable in relation to their own whiteness. That is not allowed. I think it was James Baldwin who once said that being white means never having to think about it. And in Hollywood, if you make a movie about black liberation that doesn't include a sympathetic white character, it might make white audiences feel a little bit uncomfortable about their whiteness. They might leave the theater having to self-reflect on our own history in this country.
It can't be just for one night, just all be family.
It's incredibly, shockingly rare to have a movie that is made for a general audience that's about race or racism, but doesn't include a sympathetic white character. And that's one of the reasons why Sinners was such a big deal. There's no sympathetic white hero in this movie at all. And yet it did really well. But you can count on your hands, like the number of movies that do that. You've got Get Out, Moonlight, Sorry to Bother You. I mean, there are very, very few. And the truth is that being made to feel uncomfortable in relation to white supremacy is a really important thing for white folks like me. Like, being made to feel uncomfortable is a critical step in learning how to challenge those systems, how to become anti-racist. It's a story for another day, but I will personally be eternally grateful for all the folks in my life who dared to make me feel uncomfortable. It wasn't their job, but they showed incredible grace and patience, and I'm a better person today because I was made to feel uncomfortable back then. So we need more movies that make white people feel uncomfortable in relation to their own whiteness. Not just one about the Haitian Revolution, which we definitely need. We also need movies about other forms of black liberation, other forms of indigenous liberation, and none of them need to have sympathetic white characters.
So I just thought that I had to play that when Doc brought that up, and I hope Doc is able to come back, because I just want to push back on maybe that's what irritated me, is that this movie allowed them to end the movie before they tried to destroy Michael Jackson. And if my brother had been the subject of a systematic breakdown of trying to make this man to the world be a pedophile, this movie has to include that and show you what they did and show you that he wasn't. That's just me. If that was my sister or brother that had been put through that, I would say, that's why I'm saying, if there's a sequel to this and you're going to expose the fraud and you're going to expose what you tried to do to this man, then I'll be like, okay, I spent the first $110 for the first 2 hours and 10 minutes. Doc, can you hear us?
Yo, can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Charlemagne had played that same. Here was a clip, right? That Charlemagne said the same thing you just said. Right here. If we're not going to play it, I'm out while we start for Doc.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anything about Michael Jackson's sexual assault allegations, unless you're telling me how false they were. Unless you're telling me about
That's
how
all I'm saying.
I investigated Michael for 17 years and didn't find anything. If you're not going to tell me that part of the story, I don't care about the propaganda that's been put out all these years.
I think if they do a sequel, maybe they'll get into that. I know that the scene that we talked about that was reportedly removed, they say it was removed because of a stipulation and settlement that Michael Jackson, that had happened in one of the cases.
If it's the documentary of his life, I would want to see that as well. Like, of course, I want to see all the amazing performances, how he started and all that. But I would want to see that as well.
I want to see how he was investigated by the FBI for 17 years and they didn't find nothing. I want them to talk about how he owned ATV Music Publishing catalog, which he purchased in 1985 for like $50 million, okay? And how he had like the Beatles catalog, and how being that powerful in the music industry caused people to start putting these type of allegations on him. Yeah, I wouldn't want to see it.
So, so Mike, Charlemagne, y'all on that same vibe.
And that's my thing to me. Now, once again, I've never seen a buy-up that had a sequel, but I understand they're going to milk this for all it's worth. That's why I didn't pay to get in, because in my little protest, you weren't going to get my money to fuel you in what you're doing. They are doing a sequel though. We'll see. And the sequel is going to be,
they get all that money, they're going to have to.
But the sequel is going to be under, and let me tell you something, the sequel is going to be under heavier critique, because I have played videos of people who were manipulated and forced, and people who they tried to get to lie, celebrities who they tried to make lie, to say Mike did things he never did. And some of these people wound up dead. And I played the videos, and I don't want to have to try and find them again, even though I really should, and stop being lazy. And my thing is, yeah, I do want that type of fight back. If I'm Jermaine Dupri, I mean Jermaine Jackson. I keep calling him Jermaine Dupri. I'm so sorry. That's so disrespectful. Let me see. Here's some of them. Here's some of the people that got on and defended Michael Jackson when everybody
celebrity at the time in 1993 to come out and say absolutely not. Absolutely not. He never touched me. He never touched anybody. As far as I know.
There's 4 FBI agents waiting for me in the hotel room. And my mom's there and she's like, tell them what happened. And I'm like, what do you mean tell them what happened? And I sit down with them and they all ask these super sexually exploiting, questions, backsided questions. And I knew that at my age already. And I looked at all 4 of them and I said, are y'all crazy? I said, what you think I'm going to do? Tell you that Michael did something bad so that we can sue him for money? That's what I told him. I was like, you're crazy. And I looked over at my mom and I was like, are you serious, Mom? I was like, what is going on here? Why are you letting this happen? And she goes, well, I think something happened. I think something. I'm like, really? That man did nothing but be hospitable, kind, loving, giving, everything you can think of. We rode 4-wheelers for 5 hours, me, him, and Chris Tucker. Like, I knew Michael better than all of them.
Yeah, I believe everything that I've seen.
If it was Macaulay now,
I'm not buying it.
Even if it was Macaulay Culkin sitting right here, he would tell you the same thing I did with the same assertiveness.
Yeah.
What happened at the house? That's what all these things.
It's that's what's so weird.
What did happen?
Nothing happened. I mean, nothing really. I mean, we played video games.
It really pisses me off that people think about Michael like that because
I do.
Well, you're wrong.
No, but
you're wrong, Howard.
Right.
My opinion is, if he didn't do anything to me, I don't think he would have done anything to anyone else.
Police right now.
I've told the police. In fact, if anybody wants to go back to 1993 when I was interviewed by the Santa Barbara Police Department, I sat there and I gave them the names. They're on record. They have all of this information, but they were scanning Michael Jackson. All they cared about was trying to find something on Michael Jackson.
Who you said, by the way, did not abuse you.
Who Michael was innocent, and that was what the interview was about with the police in 1993. I told them he is not that guy, and they said, well, maybe you just don't understand your friend. And I said, no, I know the difference between pedophiles and somebody who's not a pedophile because I've been molested. Here's the names. Go investigate.
Hi. So, and my can you hear us, Doc? I don't think you can still hear us.
And he said, here's the names, not here's the name as in singular. He said, here's the names as in plural, multiple people.
Yeah, he said, here's the names. Mm-hmm. And so when the same, I don't know why she does this. Oh, she irritates my soul.
Stay focused. Stay focused.
Stay focused.
It's so like, why do you think it's that important? I got it. To me, this, and I've said it before, this whole industry that tried to label this man a pedophile comes to find out that industry were the pedophiles. And now we have a movie where if I'm the brother and we can make this movie happen, I want to show the world that that's what they were trying to do to him. Mm-hmm. That's the frustration that I think people have. And I agree with Charlamagne. And I've been saying this for like 2 weeks now about that is the frustration that this propaganda piece goes out there. And yes, we enjoy it because Michael Jackson is Michael Jackson. The more I watched, the more I was like, God, man, there was something that you can't put your finger on why did his voice sound the way it sounded and why did he touch. I am so happy, selfish moment. I am so happy that Human Nature, the song, got that bigger spotlight in the movie when he was performing it. Because to me, it's one of the greatest songs I've ever heard in my life. It's perfection. It's a perfect song. But that's my gripe. That's my gripe. And hopefully we can get Doc back on here. Next movie, we go into it. I want to see, because the next movie, they're going to have more pressure. Because if they dare if they dare try and make this movie and try and make it a balanced court case, if they dare try to justify, if they dare try to justify what they did by making it balanced, oh boy, you talk about people gonna be pissed. You talk about people gonna be fucking pissed if you dare try and justify the actions. Yes, the Epstein contradiction is crazy. PDFs are pedophiles of the United States guilty. Get out while pointing fingers. Yes, Doc, I wish we could get you back on. I don't know what's going on with your phone, but I know sometimes.
Are you expecting another guest?
No.
I know I put the link out. Somebody named Michael popped on. I guess let's see what he wants. Yo, good morning, homie. You need something?
What up, Michael?
Yo, I just joined. Then y'all. I was talking about like the movie review.
Right. Yeah, go ahead. What's your opinion? What's up? Welcome.
I haven't seen the movie yet, but I wanted to know, like, was it good? Like, I was going to see it a couple more days, like Thursday.
Well, Mike, you should go. You know what? You should go check it out and come back.
Good,
you should go check it out. I don't want to make I don't want to sway you left or right. I don't want.
Yeah, try not to spoil it too much for me.
Yeah, just go rock out. What'd you say, Mom?
He waking and baking?
What you say?
Yes, he is. Good morning. We appreciate you clicking the link. We appreciate you clicking
the link and hit us back after you see the movie. All right, what's going on with our connection today? What? It seems like everybody got some problems.
Great. Yeah, don't want us to be great.
Was it because I put Michael Jackson's name? Is that a trigger for YouTube now? Is that a trigger?
Could be.
First, you need to subscribe, Michael. Make sure you hit that subscribe.
Yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe, Mike, and then we'll bring you right back on after you see the movie. He just wanted to pop on.
Up. He was lighting up. I saw him in the green room. I saw the smoke. He was the fire.
Yeah, he's waking and baking. All right.
Hey, what in the entire? Hey, the show's getting big. People just hit the link.
Anybody can hit the link. Let me do it again. Appreciate you too, by the way, Queen Bone Sidebar. She ordered some stuff from Lady Q, WokeUpInspired.com, some custom stuff, and I know she got all her stuff. So appreciate you always supporting. I think she gave you a little extra gift too. But yeah, good looking, Queen.
Dope.
Yeah, but anybody can click the link.
Anybody can click the link. Anybody can click the link. So so the Trump correspondent thing happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know most thoughts. I'm gonna get your thoughts on the Trump. Everybody with a set of eyes can see that this looked very
staged.
Yeah, very staged. Very staged. Except a few people. Yeah, let me put the trigger warning out here now. Except a few people. I think everybody here will say that what happened at the correspondence dinner was almost hilarious. And it was the first time I said yesterday, it was the first time in my life that they said an attempt on the president's life has been made, and I turned it off and took a shower because I couldn't even, I didn't care. I'm like, you guys play these games. But let me show you the people who want you to believe how true it was. Want you to believe how true it was. And I'm going to put the trigger warning now. They want you to believe that. So everybody hold tight. Don't get mad at me. But these few individuals want you with the passion in their heart, want you to believe that what you saw at the correspondent dinner was real. And they're going to tell you.
As we woke up this morning, is seeing folks on the internet say that this was a false flag, that we are basically all in cahoots to say that this was staged. And I think as someone who, for all of us who was in the room, who had to jump on the ground, who had to text our family and friends and tell them that we're okay, calling our moms, like so many people in this country have done for decades, to see people say those kinds of things, it is frustrating, it's disturbing, it shows the issues that we have to try and fix in this country. And I think nothing taught us anything better than, the importance of journalists being on the ground, in the room for moments of historic significance. Then last night, us all dropping to the ground, and literally like 5 seconds later, phones happens up and around so that the American people get a firsthand account of what's happening in a room where the most powerful people, including the president and vice president of the United States, were at.
I saw something that, the false flag, this was staged, is a big thing in MAGA world. But I'm hearing that from on my social media pages from people on the left also thinking that this was staged, that this was a false flag, that this was something being.
So he co-signs. He wants everybody to believe, the both these gentlemen.
Because you got the experience and you hit the ground and you was, I gotta call my mom and this is so scary. It doesn't mean that it was not staged. How many of y'all got caught out there on April Fools with the April Fools joke that was skillfully curated?
Well, he this gentleman didn't get the memo. This gentleman didn't have the same fear that
he was still eating his food. Everybody high with the gunshot. My man, like, well, I don't.
And you know what I wanted to do, Jay? I wanted to post that and put a caption over his head that said, "When you know," and then put a post to put a caption off the people under the table, and they don't. Like that. When you know, and they don't. He knows. He knows. No, but I'll give you I'll give you another one. I'll give you another one to the gentleman who said, "I can't believe you guys think it's a false flag. I can't believe you think it's." I want you to pay attention to the man with his cell phone, who's on the stage. I want you to pay attention to this man with his cell phone. How long he records. And look, he switches and gets a camera. He gets a camera.
Gotta capture all that.
He goes from his cell phone to a camera. So sorry, gentlemen. Maybe, just maybe, you weren't in on it. Maybe you weren't going to get the email or the group text on what was about to happen. Just maybe.
Isn't that the whole purpose of staging something anyway, to make it or give the illusion that it's real?
Doc, can you hear us? Doc, can you hear us now? Damn.
Yeah, he didn't get the memo about a shape up or nothing. I didn't trust his afro. So I before he started talking, I was like, I don't even know if that's real. I don't trust that soul glow, whatever he had going on. Oh, so silky smooth with them lies. I was good on him. But as soon as he started, where's his white wife or boyfriend? Like, I'm good. I'm cool. I'm not doing this with no sellouts in 2026. We got to get rid of these niggas. We got to get rid of these niggas. They got to go. Because no other culture has them. You will not see any Chinese person get on the news and talk that stupid representing Chinese people. When the last time you saw somebody from China or somebody who's Chinese American talk about how evil China is? Even the Chinese Americans won't get up there and talk like about China, even the ones that never been. They won't get on and talk stupid about nothing. They don't trust America. They still on Chinese Exclusion Act. Japanese are still on Japanese internment. Jews are still talking Holocaust. Everybody else is like, I don't trust them niggas over there. Word to Uncle Ruckus. Everybody else is suspicious as hell, but the one group that should be suspicious. I don't know if y'all saw this whole translate the tweets thing. Have y'all seen that? With the Japanese tweets?
No.
There's a whole phenomenon right now about translations, because now we could translate all the tweets. And there's this whole trend of people looking at the tweets from Japanese people saying, they're so scary. They're so much bigger than us. I thought if she punched me, I would die. But I'm attracted to him. And
he's just in a bad spot. He's just in a real bad.
Look like he's going to court.
I think that it's the platform, because every time Doc be on to something and it start getting good, his audio
it's
and everything.
Like that Fox News. It's like and they can't let him say that.
They can't let him say that. See, that is why the Fox News call got cut off. Yes, Rick.
Doc, we gonna let you get these thoughts out, Doc.
Go ahead, Doc.
Try again. Oh, now you sound staticky. Hold on, let me drop the other doc. Hold on.
I don't know.
I can't hear. Oh wait, there you go. I think you clear now.
I'm gonna try again.
Say something.
Try to finish up. Let me see if I can get the sound back.
Try to finish up. I'm gonna leave everything how it is.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna wrap up then because I see the Illuminati on my soul and my body. I'm talking too much. It must be an Afro man coming to get me, right? Because I'm talking high. Okay, so I was saying that, you know, people are seeing through the veil, this whole veil of diversity and black, brown, BIPOC unity. These same people are tweeting about us like it's Tarzan movies back after the minstrel shows. Everybody's acting. John Henrik Clarke said, you have no friends. So when you see a black person get up there and defend the same system that's defending not releasing the Epstein files as though they...
Damn, as soon as he said Epstein. As soon as he said Epstein. Is that a coincidence? Probably is a coincidence.
No, that's definitely not a coincidence. Every time he starts talking good, and as soon as he name drops or says something, you know, powerful, life-changing,
No, that was a coincidence.
It goes out.
Or it could be his phone, knowing that, you know, the link and everything like that, and it could be from any side.
Every time he says the E-man's name, it's
just real weird. It is real.
It's just real weird.
I don't think it's his phone. I definitely
You're
think
not letting him get these thoughts off.
Absolutely.
These phones is listening too. Don't put it past. There's a thing called rules of engagement when you're guarding high-profile government officials. None of them were followed. None of them. Either the whole security team is incompetent or it was completely staged. Listen, there's video, and once again, I apologize because I should have had the video. I got videos of people literally caught on camera saying, "Do you see? They just have regular women working the door. They just have. They didn't even have Secret Service people working the door. It is what it is, man. At this
looking
point,
like the ushers at the church. Okay, that's why I said that there's no way. There's no way at this particular venue. It's months and months of planning when it comes to like the safety aspect of this venue. It's not like something they say, okay, we're going to have this next month here at this venue and, you know, we're just going to bring our team in. No, there is strategic planning when it comes to security.
and
I just laugh every time. You got people hiding, looking scared under the table. My man, like, I don't know what's going on over there.
I don't know why y'all under that table. There are literally people next to him under the
$500 plate, $1,000 plate meal. He eating like my wife ain't cook at home. I'm eating.
Oh God, that is just too funny to me.
That is the irony of this whole thing. It is so funny, but it's so sad at the same time that nobody under that table bothered to look over and go like, well, why is he just eating his food?
He's still sitting up there. Why he?
Why are we under this table?
And does he think that, again, like people who not that they had to know about it?
The white lady is all up in the other dude's arms, and he looking scared, and they petrified, heads down. My man, like, this is some bullshit. Like,
there's something about it's something about being that age where you're like, fuck out of here. Y'all think I'm about to break down and get under a table?
Somebody gonna come in here and shoot up? Yeah, come on.
Yes, $1,000 plate.
Oh
God. You probably look over to the table and said, "You gonna eat that?"
Let me get
Legs at $1,000 plate. I keep eating too. No, yeah, and I understand what you're saying, Legs. I understand what you're saying. But if you really thought it was real, you're not trying to go out like that. You dropping. But there are too many people. We got videos of people taking just sitting there while the guns are out. Got a big muffin on the plate.
Big muffin, yeah.
And did they think that was part of maybe like the show? Like, did they think that it was part of like
Those
the
is
theatrics of
BS.
it all?
No need to let my food get cold. I know. Mike said, "If you know, you know."
If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Dog, the fucking Chris Rock and Will Smith was more serious. Like, people in the audience took it more serious than somebody trying to make an attempt.
That wasn't a skit. Hold up. Yeah. You had more belief over it.
People were more believable. Like, yo, whoa, this is crazy.
Not some dude running through. I'm gonna run real fast.
I'm gonna run as fast as possible.
I'm gonna take a train from Cali to DC.
Yes.
And then when I get there, I'm gonna run real quick. They ain't gonna be able to catch me. I'm gonna be like the Flash. That was his game plan.
Like, I was telling my daughters, it wasn't even no Mission Impossible when they come down from the ceiling and they come down on a rope from the ceiling and they hang. No, the whole plan was I'm gonna run real fast. That motherfucker said, "On your mark, get set, go." That was the plan.
They not even gonna see me. I'm gonna run so quick.
All I thought of was he at home watching like playing Mario Kart and just got the notion. I'm sorry. I until I'm proven otherwise, I feel like it was staged. You can't tell me otherwise.
But yeah, that's this is the country we live, Mike. This is and then they tell me this is not a joke. You can't be laughing. They try to take the president out. I said, where? At what point did he say the president? They said the Bull said he had issues with the administration, like all of them. So,
and then let's play what Trump had to say. Let me. So let me play this, and you're gonna see this. This is. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad Mo said. Well,
White House Correspondents' Dinner, fire shots, gets taken down, etc. Of course, the press wants to talk to the president about it, and they want to know why the guy did this. And when you're going to sit down with the president, and there's a manifesto that the guy put out there, you're going to talk about it. Except, according to Donald Trump, you shouldn't.
He writes this, quote, "Administration officials, they are targets." And he also wrote this: "I am no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes." What's your reaction to that?
Well, I was waiting for you to read that because I knew you would, because you're horrible people. Horrible people. Yeah, he did write that. I'm not a rapist. I didn't rape anybody.
Do you think he was referring to you?
Excuse me. I'm not a pedophile. You read that crap from some sick person. I got associated with all stuff that has nothing to do with me. I was totally exonerated. Your friends on the other side of the plate are the ones that were involved with, let's say, Epstein or other things. You should be ashamed of yourself reading that, because I'm not any of those things.
Mr. President,
and I
these
was
are
never,
the gunman's words.
Excuse me. You shouldn't be reading that on 60 Minutes. You're a disgrace. But go ahead. Let's finish the interview.
A hit dog sure do holler, don't it? Jesus Christ. I knew you were going to talk about that. You're a horrible person. Of course you're going to talk about it. It's in the dude's manifesto. And she's a fucking journalist. She's supposed to not talk to you about that? And you almost stumbled on the solution. You almost tripped into it. All you had to say was, a very sick individual. That's it. But you so love the sound of your own voice ricocheting around in an empty skull of yours that you can't help but just keep going. I'm not a rapist. $100 million settlement to E. Jean Carroll says otherwise. I'm not a pedophile. I was completely exonerated. The fuck you were. You haven't been exonerated of shit. And as you sit there and go, everyone on your side, employing Democrats, are in the file, then why aren't you prosecuting them, bro? If it's a bunch of Democrats in the Epstein files, fucking prosecute them. I'm good with it. We're all good with it. Guillotines don't care about your political affiliation. Everyone involved, everyone who covered it up, everyone who conspired, off with their fucking heads. But you're not doing that. You'll go after everyone for everything. But not that. But she's horrible for it. God, what a joke.
It's just and that's the frustration that everybody has when a reporter
excuse me, the man is speaking.
But the frustration is nobody has ever been able to say, so why didn't you prosecute the Democrats if they're part of it? And if you were 100% exonerated, why did you pay? Why did you pay if you were 100% exonerated? But that's why he wants to cut her off, because we've given the ultimate fucking imbecile the power to cut reporters off and not answer these questions. It's God damn, it's irritating. Maybe I should have just enjoyed the Michael movie. I don't know. Maybe I should have.
That could have been your escape.
Could have been your escape. Yes, I would say black.
But I can't even escape that, because there's always a propaganda. There's always something. There's always something. Fuck. I don't even know what else. Did you have something else, Jay? Did you get
Yeah, I can put something up. We can shift gears. Lady Q has sent me this.
I mean,
what is this? A woman breaks up with a perfect man. They said that's Carrie. Miss
had
Carrie,
that.
baby. A woman breaks up with a perfect man because he didn't need
her. I broke up with a man very early in a relationship because I realized I couldn't add any value to his life. He cooks his own vegan meals from scratch. His place is spotless. His laundry is on point. I didn't see where I would fit in his life. This man basically didn't need me.
She didn't have a purpose.
Dog, I saw this shit. And I said, we like the kids say, we're cooked. We're fucking cooked. You found we are cooked.
Well,
sweetheart.
Go ahead, let's just say yes thing.
What the fuck do you want? You don't have to save him. You don't have to save him. You just have to partner up and just be yourself and enhance the relationship. You don't have to. The man has it together. Now you're saying you broke up with him because he had his shit together.
well, I wouldn't even say. I'm looking at it from a different lens now. Like,
I can't wait to hear this lane. I can't wait to hear what this lens is seeing.
Devil's advocate. Maybe it was a good thing for him that she let him go to be with somebody who was more equally aligned. Maybe, I mean, because it's very telling that she's saying that she's not, he can do all of these things himself. So what value do I add to his life? That really is telling about herself and how she feels about herself.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. If more women are thinking like that, we're cooked.
Okay, she said, where he at? Send him to me. I'm single.
There's plenty, but maybe that's why she set him free too. Maybe she said, you know what, I can't. You're a great man. You will be, you will make an amazing partner, but not just, not for me.
It is a thing of wanting to feel valued. Like if you're in a relationship and you feel like you add nothing to that relationship, I can honestly see that being a problem.
I don't add something
for you, not for the person, not for the other person.
No, I need to feel value. I need to feel like I'm needed. If I'm not contributing in any fashion other than sex, it feels weird. Like I need to feel needed. I need to feel like
that's to everybody.
I know. So she feel like she didn't. Go ahead, Mike.
A person can't make you feel valued. You have to feel valued in yourself.
I mean, you're doing everything for yourself. Everything.
Yes.
I don't help in any way. Like I'm just.
You don't need to save her. All you need to do is be you.
Contributing but the way your mate views you, or the way you view what you're contributing to your mate's life is important. It is important because it falls into roles. It is important. So if you feel like that you don't add any value, that you don't have any relevancy in your mate's life, that is going to be problematic for you, not for the other person, not for the person on the receiving end, but for you. Yes, it will become
But the reason you need to feel relevance from them needing you is because you feel like if somebody doesn't need me to do something, what's my value? Your value is you. Your value is you. If you know how to do these things, that's great. It does not mean that you can't help do them. Like, oh, he cooks, he cleans. Basically, you just said that's your value. That's the stuff I could have done for him. And if I can't do that stuff for him,
cleaning, I guess he's so self-sufficient in every aspect, doing his own laundry. And she's like, well, damn, what am I here doing? Kaylee said she just sit on the couch and look pretty. Like,
yeah, but see, she may have a different mindset about herself. She may have a better understanding about herself. That young lady may have some deficits and some things that are going on that she does not know how to navigate or work through, and it's manifesting itself through her relationship, where she's feeling like that she doesn't have any value in the relationship. She doesn't have a place in the relationship.
So this is basically your value then.
It happens more often than you think.
He cooks. His place he's clean. He can clean his own. So what you're saying is he can cook vegan meals from scratch. He can clean his house and do his laundry. What can I add? Bitch, that's it. That's what you think. That's where your value is at?
There's
cooking, cleaning, and doing laundry?
You know what she's saying, Mike. In a relationship.
Do you know how much more to a relationship is? Do you know how much more it is to? We don't even know what this man, what advice he needs, what support he needs, what things that he would like to share with you.
Yeah, that's why I said that she did him a favor, because it seems like she's pretty lost, on her own self and her self-worth.
You're right.
Lost on that.
You're right. But to feel that I need to feel that you need me. If a person says they love you and they treat you like they love you, well, they just said they love you. What need do you need to make yourself feel better about yourself?
You act like you don't understand, though. That's the part.
No, I don't understand. I don't. Explain to me, please. Explain to me, because I don't.
Doc said it's called self-esteem.
Yes.
I think it's a little bit more than that.
Then what is it?
Brian says she thinks she may be secretly attracted to toxicity. Miss Clark, thank you, Miss Clark. I hear you, JB. You may begin to question your relevance in a relationship. Like, damn, what am I bringing? Like, how am I being his piece? How am I helping contribute? Me just paying a cell phone bill, probably not. But if she ain't paid, like, I'm not even paying bills. I'm just here. What, maybe give him massages when he come home. Like what you need to feel wanted in certain aspects and needed.
But
in
the
a relationship.
person
Mike, you felt needed in every relationship. You ain't never been in a relationship where you didn't feel like you were needed.
But that need wasn't something that was like, oh, that's why I'm here for. In actuality, it kind of made me feel a little angry, because I was like, oh, that's what I'm here for. That's my part. My part is so I can make sure all these bills are paid. That's my part. It was almost the reverse for me. But if you bring somebody peace, you don't have to bring somebody peace by cooking, cleaning, and doing that shit. That's not the only way.
Roles. Yeah, those are roles. And that's what I was speaking about, like the roles. And it just sounds like that she has summarized her relationship down to the role that she plays, and has minimized it to just the superficial, top layer stuff. But it sounds like she needs to take a deep dive into why she doesn't feel like she has anything to offer outside of domestic duties.
I'm trying to take a deep dive into how Jay Black seems. I need more, Jay.
I need to feel something. I can't just I'm just here and like, damn, like you're not looking to me for nothing. Like I was
like what? Like what? Like what do you need to be looking
I need to know that I'm contributing, I'm valued, I'm being seen. I don't know, like I know it sounds female-ish, but I have to, like, no, what's the purpose of me being here? Anybody can be here then. Why me?
Well, that's because there's and I'm not saying this, but I'm gonna say it. You didn't have a purpose before you got into the relationship then. So you didn't. You're trying to find your purpose through somebody else. And I think that's a problem for me.
No, it should be both of us, right? Shouldn't we lean
I'm not
on each other?
finding my purpose through you.
In a relationship, don't you lean on each other?
Yeah, leaning, and yeah, you can lean on each other, but that is not a purpose.
One another's life. I like to use the word complement one another's life. You both add value in your own way. You both fulfill things that another makes another person uplifted or make them feel well, feel good. So you do contribute things to your mate's life. But I don't think that you are the beginner or end all.
You need to make your partner feel like they're needed. You can't just go through and not like, damn. Like that's her. She didn't feel like she was needed. And it was his job to make her feel like she was needed. And then she would have stayed and he would have had the perfect life. but he didn't make her feel like she was needed. How about that, Mike?
Well, it may not be that he made her feel like that. It may be that she feels like that because there's things that she needs to address within herself. It's not always just the other person. And she described him as the perfect man. Like he's checking all the boxes, but for whatever reason, she feels like because all those boxes are checked, that there's no room for her to really be there or add anything else to his life to make his life better, which again is a her problem and not necessarily a him problem.
Randall Rick says what Mo says. She did him a favor. She can take her.
Oh wait, did you start reading? Did you read K-Day? What was K-Day said something earlier? I think threw me off.
Megan is a prime example of why ladies should bring nothing to the table for these men. Give them nothing. Jesus. All right, K-Day. All right.
So let's talk about Megan because that's the big, the big story. I don't know if y'all talked about it yesterday that she announced on Instagram that she was splitting from Clay.
Yeah, we did it all yesterday. Yeah,
Did it all yesterday? Okay.
Yeah. We hit on it. We hit on it, and we put up their rosters because they all been. Meg had a lot of dudes, and we started to say, "Is Megan the problem?" Doc used to always say Meg was the problem. Is Megan part of her own demise? Is she the problem? Like, but I thought they was happy looking at all the pictures on social media. We did hit on. I literally thought that they was gonna, be a good couple. Because the social media got me. They did. They got me. All the loving pictures on the yachts, at the dinner, on the trip, on the vacation with the family. I said,
media thing.
They're gonna work out. Look, they doing everything together.
But
Mike
he
said
started
I fell for
he
it.
started with when they went on that first trip. He started it putting stuff on social media before she did.
If a woman could do everything by herself, a man would begin to question his role. And thank you, Miss Clark. Miss Clark, be here, Miss Clark, because they be acting like they don't understand.
I told you I understand exactly.
No, Mike,
what you're
rather. Mike
saying.
act like he don't understand.
I know what you're trying to articulate, J Black.
Thank you. You know what I'm trying to say. Good.
No, I don't understand because I was needed and them shits ain't work. It's just not based on being needed.
But it's more. It goes past the superficial.
If Stacey act like she didn't need you for nothing, you would have had a fit.
No, but what do you mean didn't need me for nothing?
The
Like,
girls
what do you
was good.
mean?
Everything was good, and you like, oh damn, I'm the fifth wheel out this. Like
That would be amazing.
No, you full of.
You're speaking from a place of being just tired. That's all. You just feel
No. I would be like, wow, you really, I don't know how you do. I'd be like, you need me to do anything? And if you don't, cool. And now I'm just going to do what I do and just not mess up the system. I'm like, you got it.
Let's get through all these comments.
Those are surface level, task oriented things that you're talking about. I'm talking about deeper relationship connection. You do need to feel connected to your mate.
And you can feel connected in a deeper way without being like, yeah, but you don't need me for anything. Dog, you need to still have conversation. You need to still listen to what a person's going through. You need, because a person can take care of everything. You can still lend the ear and be like, come talk to me.
What you just described, that is a need.
Yeah.
That's a need from your mate. Yes. So that's why I said, can we get past the surface level, superficial stuff of, oh, he washed his own clothes, he made his own food. That's like task oriented, again, roles in the house, not gender roles, but just roles in the house. Oh, she comes home, she cooks. On Saturday, I mow the grass and I do the laundry. Those are task oriented roles, but I'm talking about connection, what you need from your mate.
Miss Clark says you're not seeking your individual purpose. I think you are. You're seeking your purpose in a relationship. Why am I here?
Why am I here?
And this is why we all single. This is why we all single. It's like, why am I here? Because I love you and I want to be here with you. Yeah, but I don't see my purpose.
Well, I think people need to understand what people's perception of love is. Everybody has a different definition, and that's why I keep saying y'all better have these open dialogues and open conversation with your mates or people who you say are your forever persons. and find out what is their ideal of being in a healthy relationship, and what is their ideal of healthy communication. What are your needs? Am I meeting them? That's for both of you.
Sit on the couch and stress these men out, ladies. That's your purpose.
See, Katie is a problem.
And the majority of y'all do that. So y'all don't worry, Katie. You got a large contingency right behind you doing that.
That works both ways. Somewhere out there in the world is somebody dirty ass son stressing somebody out right now. So it works both ways.
She feels inadequate. She has some inadequacies and he cannot fix them. No, you can't fix that shit.
And so even with that going back to that has to do with, with yourself and doing a deep dive into yourself. I mean, reflecting, why do I feel this way? What is it about me that why do I feel this way? I agree. There is no such thing as a perfect man or a perfect woman.
No, she was saying you release the perfect man back into the wild because it's something else going on. That's what Ash saying. For you to let a perfect dude go, is something more. But no, she felt like some things are bigger than just being what they think you should be, just the arm candy. No, some people want to have a purpose.
And sometimes what you did for your last mate may not be the needs of your new love interest. It might not, things that happened before, like, okay, why are you not like this? Oh, dang, I had to do everything for my last mate. I had to cook, clean, wash clothes, all of that. And for you, I don't have to do these things. So what is my purpose?
What Ryan saying?
Wants are taken for granted. Needs are what we take more time to reflect on. I need to be needed.
Mm-hmm.
That shit would make my head explode. Somebody told me that.
No.
If a woman says this shit to me, my head's gonna fucking explode. Bro.
Let me put the link out just in case Ryan want to elaborate or somebody.
Mike, I need to feel needed. I'm here.
No, so
I'm here with you every day. I need you. What do you want? I'm not going to start having to act 3 or 4 different ways in order for you to be like, oh, now I feel needed. Bitch, I'm not doing that. She's the problem. That he cheated.
Can you ask her? Did you hear what you said? You gave your version of what you feel like. You said, I'm here. So you don't ask the $1 million question of, if you're saying to someone, I need to feel needed, your a more appropriate response is, what does it take, or what do you feel meets the requirement of you feeling needed? That's an honest conversation. Because it might not be that you're in the house and you're paying bills. It may be something
from Zamunda,
so less complex.
Feed Mike grapes. That's all Mike wants.
No, I'm not. I'm really, dog. At this point in my life, I'm so low maintenance. Like, I'm like,
really, Mike?
Like, yes, really. Like, the shit, y'all think too fucking deep about every damn thing. Like,
you, of all people, was talking about thinking too deep. You couldn't even watch a damn Michael Jackson movie without thinking, like, everything.
But this girl is saying everything. This lady, back to the point of, this woman is saying everything is being done. Like, everything is working smoothly. And Mo is right. There's a deeper issue here. We're like, I need to feel needed. And then what happens is, I asked the question that Mo said. Then you tell me. And now I got to put it in the memory bank. I got to put it in the checklist.
No, because it's a healthy conversation. It's not something for you to memorize. It's something for you to take in, digest, and work through together. Because again, it could be something so simplistic, and you might be like, "That's all you need." Like that's all you needed? Well, I thought me being here and me paying the bills and you not
wasn't about bills. I don't care about the bills. Yeah, then you get off the bills. Like that's
I'm speaking in a broad sense of people who say I'm here. Like everything is taken care of. How do you not feel needed, or how do you not feel appreciated?
Conversation, connection, and touch.
It is. It's a conversation, and a healthy conversation. You have to be open to it, and you have to close your mind off to what you feel like you are fulfilling for the other person. You have to really be in it to listen, to make these, I don't want to say changes, but to
you got it right. You got it right.
And to shift your thinking.
Let me read this.
It's always going to be based on experiences and past experiences you've had with other people.
Okay. All right. Let me read this. And most men don't understand what a woman needs versus what value they think they offer a woman, and never really give a woman what they actually need. Go ahead, Joe.
All right. Well, K-Day just clicked the link. Let's see
What up, K-Day? What up?
Turn your phone. You know we like to see you. Turn your phone to the side, K-Day.
Turn to the side like that.
Are you working, K-Day? Are we interrupting your work morning? Are you off?
You can turn it back.
Real leisurely this morning.
Am I? Oh, I work for myself. I mean, I'm working.
Yeah, I see the aura. I see the
Look,
aura.
you can tell Jay like K-Day because he wouldn't let nobody else get away with Jay. He's like, never mind, just keep it like that.
I have an iPhone, so is that why the distortion?
Probably because you ain't got an
You gotta
Android.
put it like this. I got an iPhone. Just
I
put it
did.
like this.
I did.
You
Turn
gotta
it. Keep going.
unlock it, and turn
You
it.
probably got it locked. So she
Look, no jokes from Jay Black. That's when you know he
No,
streams
K-Day,
it.
she's a supporter, even though she's full
Okay.
of crap on this topic. So we're gonna let her
Well,
go.
let me turn. I'll turn my camera off so I don't mess up Jay.
No, go ahead. Go just say. Don't worry about it. Just go with what did you want to say? That's gonna irritate
So
my soul.
I like to be funny. I'm just being funny. Now, I do believe that you do need to give less to these men, especially if you are not married. And I feel like women in the dating stage or courting stage or whatever, they're trying to overcompensate and prove their worth to men. And so my statement about, just sitting and being pretty, I still hold that being true. Like, give these men nothing. Men are supposed to come to you with dowries and energy and the intention, and they're trying to prove to you it shouldn't be the other way around. Now, the guy I'm with now, I will say that in his past relationships and marriage, he did express to me that he did not feel needed or feel valued, meaning he didn't feel like he had a role, or that his wife did not appreciate the things that he did for him, that he did for her. So that's why, he was always trying to overcompensate, trying to provide, but she didn't reciprocate the appreciation. So he did not feel needed in her life as a spouse, as a husband. So think when it comes to what the value that women bring and how they should approach the relationship, yeah, you're supposed to show appreciation, show, what your position is, bring your value. But again, these men, don't give them anything. Don't give them nothing. I do very little. And I do very
She said,
little.
I do very little. You see the DS, Mike?
No, I'm not. I mean, I have my businesses. I make my own money, but
crazy.
He still does things. He still takes care of things. He wants to do it. And in turn, I support him. I feed into him. Every now and then I might, put a little gift basket together, but I do very little. And I'm not, because until my hand has a
think
ring
that's
on
okay.
it,
Mike, you gonna let her get this
it's
off?
very okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Mike, don't let her get that off.
No, I mean, listen. Let me explain to you something. And you got to read into women. Women will talk this talk. And
It's
low
not
key,
talk.
and then low key, she'll say, every once in a while, I'll just make him a gift basket. Yeah,
But
because
I'm
she
not going
does.
out my way to do buy expensive
Because
gifts.
she does sweet shit for him. She does stuff that she does enough. K-Day knows to do enough to be like, I do recognize what you're doing, and I do want you to understand. I appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you.
So in actuality, what she's doing is a big deal to a man. So when she says don't do nothing for him, the little things that she's doing is huge. And she knows
For
it's
example,
huge.
Megan was making Thanksgiving style dinners for Clay and his family almost every day. I will not. And to my man, I barely know how to cook.
But listen, I'll get off the Megan, because when I tell you I don't believe any of that cooking those big meals, I don't believe any of that shit they put on social media.
Mo listen to
I don't
the BS and
believe
just
none
gotta
of that.
laugh, Mike.
No,
Like, you
because
hear what
Mo
Kate-
knows I'm telling the truth. And you have to teach the younger generation the game. Do not.
Ryan, you hear this, Ryan?
Oh yeah, I'm listening. I'm tapped in.
Go ahead, Ryan. What you got to say?
So here's how I feel about the want versus the need thing, right? We can want chicken today, and then we'll throw it in the trash because we see steak tomorrow. It just don't hold integrity wise. It just we'll say in the same conversation that I want to be a priority and not an option, but then we'll say I want to be wanted instead of needed, and it's like make sense. It don't make sense. Like, so we got to have a discussion, and it's important to reflect internally, externally, and like unilaterally. I'm sorry. To like in unison. It's important for us to reflect on ourselves, reflect in each other, and there's always something to add. But we don't challenge ourselves. I can meet the best girl in the world. She could be beautiful, loving, kind, supportive, submissive to God, most importantly than me, you know, all of that good stuff. And she could be the sweetest, beautiful person in the world. But it's always something that I can add. It's always something that I could add. But if the confidence ain't there, we don't even accept the challenges anymore. We don't survive the difficult conversations anymore. Like everybody's an expert on leaving, giving up, and quitting, but nobody's an expert on reconciliation and working through things. And you know, we triggered by everything whatsoever.
Everything.
Like, let's be positive. Let's be triggered by positivity. Let's get back to a community-based mindset. Like, what's the use of having a bank account that you don't invest nothing in, and then you get mad and cuss out the bank teller because you want to write a check, but you ain't put nothing in it. So you got to make an investment. This go for men and women. Like, it'd be like, miss me like a blind person at the gun range with that whole don't invest nothing. And no, we got to prove something to each other. And we participate in these toxic conversations. Who's the prize between men and women? Who cheats first and who does this and who eats first? All these divisive, toxic conversations while the rest of the world and people in other cultures eat popcorn and they watch us. Ha ha, look at them.
But
Like,
it's not
just said
divisive.
that,
It's
Ryan.
not divisive. I mean,
Katie just said it. I don't
You know
do
what I'm
nothing.
saying?
I ain't got to cook. I just got to sit here and be pretty.
All right. Well, K-Day,
That's
what were
not
you
what
gonna
I
say?
said.
But here's what
That's
makes
what
it
I heard.
divisive, right? Here's what makes it divisive, right? So I hear this conversation about who gets their food first, right? The kids or the husband, right? Let me tell you why that whole conversation is pointless, right? Because my mother set the table at the same time. So we sat down at the same time. We blessed the food at the same time. We ate at the same time. The only time somebody eating before somebody should even be a conversation is dad's at work. So you can't make the kids wait like until dad get home from work if he get home at 2, 3 in the morning. You feel what I'm saying? But it's divisive. Like, it's divisive because there's no logic behind that. When there's a choice for us to eat together, to set the table, and a lot of these young ladies ain't taught how to set the table and how to put things in position so that we can do things as a family. Like, there's no community mindset, there's no family mindset, there's no people coming together and praying. Like, don't say nothing to my child, don't correct my child if you see my child cutting school. But then if he come up missing, you knocking on my door. The same person that said don't say nothing to my child, you knocking on their door. You want answers? Oh, excuse me, man. How may I be
Put
of
Lady
assistance?
Q's thing up. All right, let me get to these comments, and I'm gonna go to K-Day and get her response.
Ryan, where you at?
All right, let me read these comments. And they will be men that become committed to trying to change the mind, that mindset mind, just to shit on them during a relationship. Okay. All right. Ryan, 100% making some great points. Set the table at night for everybody to sit down together and have dinner. Oh, go ahead, K-Day. What do you got to say to Ryan? What do you got to say?
I'm just saying everything that I believe and what I speak about is not built around not having a family dynamic and a partnership. What I'm speaking to is the fact that women overcompensate in relationships before they secure what it is that they're going in for that relationship for. So whether it be marriage or whatnot, stop doing so much for these men. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't bring.
You know what? I kind of
when you're just a fly by night or not even at a girlfriend level. Stop being a wife to a person who's not your husband is what she's saying.
I smell what you cooking. I smell what you cooking.
Exactly. And I also feel like a lot of the discourse, because men want to be the women in the relationship. They want to flip and reverse the roles as to, and they
whoa. Explain. Go ahead. Wait. Explain that. Men want to be the woman in relationships. Go ahead.
They do.
And go.
The men want to be the men always talk about, oh, the women, don't know how to be wives and they don't bring anything to the table, and they aren't taught to do X, Y, and Z. But where are the men teaching the men on how to be women? How to be men? It's lacking, and that's why you see these men having these mics and conversations about, oh, the women, what is she doing for me? No, stop acting like you're not the girl. You're not the girlfriend. The men want to be the girlfriends. And this is the problem. This is why we keep having these conversations, because the men want you to grab their hand and hold them. The women, they want the women like this. Hold on, baby, don't cross the street yet. They want you. They want the women in the driver's seat. Come pick me up for the date. What? This
But
is the problem. This is the problem. This is the
They
men want
want
to be the
Ryan.
women,
Ryan
and I
keep saying
stand
they want to
firm
be
on it.
bottom. He said they want
They
to be
do.
bottom. They
They
want to go to
do.
the mall. They
They want to be
when you gonna
cuddled.
check off on me? When you gonna take me to the mall?
Ain't paying no bills. I'm always paying everything. When she gonna take the
um,
trash out? Oh my God, I'm just
um,
tired of
I,
it.
so in fairness, right? Like I don't want no problems. I'm just a messenger.
I want the problems. I'm next. I want the problems. But go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead.
So it's a misconception right there, and a few things that you said, right? It ain't what good men want. It's what good men deserve, and we deserve reciprocity, right? Like for any relationship to have a healthy dynamic, it's about reciprocity. It's all about reciprocity. It's like we deserve to be we like to be taken out on dates. We like to get surprised with stuff. Like I'll never ask a woman to pull up my chair, open my car door, or nothing like that. But at the end of the day, I agree with you. I smell what you cooking when it comes to people, because men do it too. Like a lot of these girls want something to do. A lot of these girls want something to do. Like
Got a
they'll
lot
let
to do.
right. Like I'll plan a 5-star date. I'll plan a date strategically. I'll listen to one of our thought-provoking deep conversations. I'll silently take notes. I'll plan a date from beginning to end. At the end of the day, oh yeah, I enjoyed myself. It was so nice. Yes. And then she gonna go let Hakeem to live in his mom's basement, butter her biscuits for free. You know what I'm saying? And I'd open the door, I'd have pulled up the chair, I'd have respectfully
Dear
approached
Ryan.
all of that good stuff. And men and women gotta know who and what to invest in, why they're investing in it. And first time, shame on me. Second time, shame on you. So it ain't that we want to be the women. We need reciprocation. A relationship is a two-way street.
I think in a way, I think in a way, K-Day and Ryan kind of are looking for this. Oh, well, she's dating somebody. They're kind of looking for the same thing. But what happens is y'all have had the experience of dealing with people that aren't capable of doing that. I think they are men who want to be spoiled now because a lot of women are aggressive. A lot of women are super aggressive and want to speed chase you into something. Like you'll be dating for a few weeks and all of a sudden, like you said, they're cooking dinners or whatever, which I think is nice. But I understand what she's. I do think it's nice because some people just like being nice, especially if you're dating with an intention. If you're dating with intention, then if we have made this commitment that we are dating with intention, I'm going to start giving you examples. I'm going to start showing you examples on how I'm going to act when I become your husband. And you're going to start giving me examples on how you are going to act when you're my wife.
You're my wife.
If we're dating with intention, we're just dating to date. If we're just dating to hang out, then I understand that now you're doing a lot because we just.
So maybe Katie is just dating a date. Maybe that's not her intention.
No. But I
not.
understand the anatomy of men. And when you understand the anatomy of a man, then you realize that being nice will get you nowhere. Being nice will get you played.
Ooh. I'm sorry.
When you understand the anatomy and the psychology of a man and how they're positioned on this earth to operate, you will totally start dating and thinking differently.
Where you get your degree at, Kay? Hey, where you get your degree? What studies you
like
did?
me trying to explain like what a woman goes through when her menstrual cycle come on. Can't happen. I don't care how much I don't care how much research I call myself doing.
There you go, Ryan.
Can't happen.
Men are hunters. Men are hunters.
Men are builders first.
Men are hunters. Your physicality is built different. Your genetics, everything in a man is built around hunting, providing, and protecting.
So
when you understand the anatomy of a man, then as a woman, you'll start to date and treat them differently.
So as
your
a man,
expectations. Go ahead, I'm listening.
As a man, right? You know who the hunters are? The ones that want to smash you and promise you stuff and let you go. Those are the hunters, right? The builders are the keepers. The first attribute that God gave man was to build. He gave man like dominion over the earth because of his ability to build. Now the
You should be
amazing
both.
thing,
I can't eat if you just a builder. You got to be a hunter.
but follow me. Like the hunting is an instinct of a man. It isn't what a man is made of. Like the sustainability that provides the security that the women expect from man comes from his ability to build, sustain, then go hunt. But he has to have, that's an instinct. That's not what makes a man a man. The misconception is like men are trying to tell women what they supposed to be, and women are trying to tell men what they supposed to be, and nobody's listening. And the couple that's winning, that's together for 25, 30, 40, 50 years, is the ones that become a student of the opposite person. So we got to meet at the 50-yard line of humility and get back to being students of one another as men and women, so that we can grow.
I think we're saying the same thing, right?
We is.
If you study your partner and you study men, you will understand how you need to position yourself as a woman in relationships. And I'm just saying,
but this is the point where, because I got to go hunt, because I got to go to this hot paying job. I got to go hunt.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you.
I gotta go get my hunt on. I think the scary part is that when we set a certain thing that men want this and women want that, we forget there are like 6-7 billion people on this planet who are not going to fit into those boxes. For me, one of the sexiest things that you can be is kind to me, because I've been out here and I know how much kindness is lacking. And I know and I haven't been kind to people, and I know people haven't been kind to me. So and I know your statement, and I know I kind of get the gist of what you're saying, but sometimes when we make those statements, you can't be kind, like people being too kind. No, for
nice.
For me, nice. When I see somebody with a genuine, who I see is nice to people, and now it's spreading that to me, my eyes are open. Like now I'm like, wait a second, that is really you. Like this ain't an act that you're putting on. This ain't a make believe that you're doing this because you're trying to get me. You're doing this because that is you. And that, to me, when you find kind people out there, and understand, some kind people turn because they got abused for being that kind. And I get it. It's a risk. It's a risk sometimes to show people that type of kindness. But
Mike, think about when you were a young man, when you were all your dating, the women who were nice, overcompensated in the relationship. Think about how you truly treated them and how you valued them. You didn't marry
be
them.
nice without overcompensating, though.
Can I make
let me back up. I'm not saying don't be nice. I'm just saying.
Let me answer that question.
Stress the man out a little bit. You don't
trust the man out a little bit. But let me say, wait, Ryan.
I'm saying what the women don't really want to say on here.
No. And let me tell you, there's a certain age that you can do that with a man. In your 20s, I get that little stress a man out a little bit. When you hit 40, don't no man really want to be stressed out. A little bit because we've had experience with it, and that's what I'm saying. Everybody's had experiences that when you see certain things, it scares the hell out of you. Like, I'm not going down that road again. I don't want to go down that road.
Stressed out every day. Lady Q keeps Jay on his toes every day, and he loves it.
And I want to just get to this point that she was saying about the being nice in my 20s. When you said, how did I treat women who were being nice to me in my 20s? I wasn't treating myself nicely in my 20s. So I wasn't ever going to appreciate somebody treating me nicely in my 20s, because you want to talk about a hunter. That's when I was really a hunter, and I was a hunter in a bad way. So yes, I overlooked a lot of kind people because I was out here just running, getting what I wanted to get and keeping it moving. And if you need a few dollars, I got you. And then I can keep it moving. So I understand what you're saying in your 20s, but 20s is a bad place to try and judge men. That is a bad, decade.
I'm saying like over the course of your relationships, just in general. But I gotta go, guys. I do have a.
Yep.
Thank you, Katie. Thank you.
Bye.
See you, Ryan. See you,
Ryan. Ryan. Let's see if Ryan can hang in there.
Katie ain't never getting married, right?
This got a chance to come on. But reciprocation looks differently. Reciprocation may not be doing the same exact thing that somebody has done for you. It may just maybe, like Mike said, just a kind word, a kind thank you. Like, I'm really appreciative that you did this. And that may fulfill them. So you got to learn your mate. How the old
No,
people
you
say,
do.
learn how to walk your dog. Okay, don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Learn how to walk your dog.
Nah, you mean stress a man out on purpose. I don't have time for that nonsense. I love my people.
K
I mean,
K was on some bullshit. Like really, you know she ain't never getting married.
No,
There's no way somebody gonna marry her like that.
that. Do not block her blessings.
She's not getting married.
No, I wouldn't say that because I think, and I should have said this to K-Day while she was here. I think K-Day has been through some shit that she has put a wall up, but her kindness.
Okay, break it down.
But I think she has to control her kindness because I think her kindness leaks out. When you say making a gift basket, you say, I know y'all gonna think I'm corny for this.
Near. Go ahead.
You know I'm gonna say I'm corny for this. When you take the time out to make a gift basket, I don't know if anybody's ever received a gift basket from a person. And if you get a gift basket where a person has intentionally figured out the little things that you like and the things that you talked about and the things that you referenced in conversations and took time out to put all that in a gift bag, wrap that bad boy up, because I can't see K-Day giving the cheap ass gift bag. Wrap that shit up
with love.
With love. That means that kindness is in her. I just think she's trying to protect it.
Yeah, protecting herself. I'm not
She's trying to
too
protect
much.
it.
That's why
You ain't gonna hurt me.
I can definitely understand managing your niceness. You know, maybe she didn't say it the way that was palatable for some people, but no, I definitely can understand why people due to experience would manage their niceness, and don't give it out so freely as they may have done in the past.
Yeah, absolutely.
Making a gift basket for someone who has, you might not say, "Oh, this is a little gift basket." Get all of this stuff.
Difficult.
She's not difficult for the person who's dating her.
You said I'm not cooking for you. Like if I need you to cook for me, and she's saying, "Well, I ain't."
Well, she said no. She said before the relationship is before the ring gets on her finger. She did say before the ring gets on her finger.
But like you said, I need to see what I'm getting into. Show me what married life would be. I can't get a sample. I can't. That's what we do.
So you're not. The sample is not in the duties and the roles that will take place when you get married. It's more so the attributes and the characteristics of the person, how they treat you. Do they got your back?
I need to see all of it. You need to treat me a certain way, and I need to see that.
Because if something happens
domesticated
that I can't get up to a stove and cook for you, Jay Black, I can't go wash your clothes anymore because physically something has happened to me. Does that mean that you're going to love me any less?
Change the narrative. I'm talking about now. Like she's in that showing me. We're in Missouri. We show me state.
Rick said no gift bags are for women. You ain't never got a gift bag, son. You ain't never got a gift bag. You ain't never got a motherfucking gift bag.
Every gift basket I have curated, it has been some oohs and ahs and oh my God, I can't believe you remember this. I can't believe you got me this. And it's not that it costs a lot, Rick. It's about what's in it.
I tell you, it wasn't a gift bag, but I'll tell you what.
It's just that it was an analogy. But no, we heard something in your voice, though, okay? We could tell that
Jay Black heard something in your voice. Jay Black heard something in your voice. But I'm not. It wasn't a gift bag, but it was a room in my apartment, right? In our apartment. And it was I guess a 2-bedroom. One of the rooms, Stacy went in there, and one day I came home. And she had all these boxing posters that I had framed up. All the boxing posters that were in papers were all framed up. So it was an Ali boxing poster, a Sonny Liston boxing poster. It was it. And the table was set up. That room was set up just for that event. It was a small room. That wasn't a gift basket, but it was a gift basket.
That was a nice gesture.
So when somebody does something like that, you go like, oh, shit.
Oh, that's wifey. Yeah, that's wifey behaviors. Not K-Day though. Nigga, you better get your own stuff in the poster.
No, that was
nobody gonna do that for you.
No, because K-Day did have that in her, and what
I'm done with K-Day. K-Day, I'm done. You'll never be married.
And I'll say another one. If somebody knows, like if you have a conversation with somebody and you tell them, because I've told this to a person, I'm like, I like watching people perform. It doesn't even matter if I'm interested. If they excel at it, I like seeing them do it. Like you could take me to I'm not really big in magicians, but if you know an elite magician, if I see people perform and then you take me somewhere like to a Motown review of Christmas carols and stuff like that, that means you were actually listening. And I'm like, that's the gift basket. And that's nice.
Yeah, it
It's the
shows that you
thoughtfulness.
listen. That's what Leg said
Yeah.
earlier.
Thoughtful in the gestures that can take the relationship to another level. And I don't know who K-Day dealt with. We don't know. We don't know the dude
Somebody
that K-Day
scarred
dealt
her. Who hurt you, K-Day? Let us know. Who did that?
But thank God that
Good
she's
morning,
not
Annette. Somebody hurt K-Day.
didn't say,
I
I'm
ain't getting
never
nothing from
ever
them
doing
niggas.
anything. I'm never ever reciprocating with a man again. She didn't say that. What she's
take
saying
my
is
bubble
that she
bath
is
and
guarded and
chill.
she is very intentional about how she dates and how she shows up.
Attentiveness
What's
is
wrong with that?
everything. TP said, don't take her weak, her kindness too for weakness. TP said,
And I understand what Mo's saying, and then I am saying stop overcompensating. I think that is a key thing that she keeps saying. And some people overcompensate because they believe this is the only way they can keep somebody. You can do a nice gesture and create a memorable gift without being over the top, and I understand that. And this is the risk that we take in being in relationships. This is why even when I was on stage, I said I did not plan to be single when I was 55. The risk is that you do all this and it doesn't work out, and you have to fight the feeling of saying I'm never doing that shit again for anybody because of the disappointment of it not working out. And that's just human nature.
Yes, Lady Q. Read Lady Q's comment.
A man that is interested in a woman like K-Day will put in the work and the effort to get the soft side that's reserved for her husband.
There you go.
Well, good luck finding that man.
Jay Black.
Because it don't come off as endearing and off the top. It come off as too much work and too difficult. Like, I'm gonna go find somebody that's going to appreciate me. I'm gonna find someone that's going to appreciate what I bring to the table, not be feisty just to be feisty.
Somebody who appreciates you. And that's funny that you said somebody who's not feisty. Because I know Lady Q is the spice of life, okay? I know she keep you on your toes, okay? She's not one of them roll over and make it easy type of women.
But see, this is the perfect small case sample. What Jay Black sees is her being difficult. What I see, I don't see her being difficult. I see something else. And if I was interested, I'd be like, oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna put some work in.
You gonna put a little bit. It took her. All right, now she's too much. You gonna dip your toe in just for a little bit.
No, I'm gonna dip my whole foot. I'm gonna dip the whole foot in there. I'm gonna go. All right, let me see. Let's see what we got going on here. Actually, the men I've dated have all treated me very well and have been amazing partners. Oh, all right. Well, maybe you are the problem. Maybe you are the problem.
She told you.
No, but what she's saying is there's nothing wrong with K-Day.
All the men I dated, they all treated. So what?
Hold on, Jay. What were we gonna say, Mo? What were we gonna say?
There's nothing wrong with her wanting to maintain a certain level of decorum about herself that makes a man know you have to work for this. Yeah, it's nothing wrong with that. And I'm not saying work in a negative way. Trust me.
Oh God, she's off the hook. She's off the hook.
Well, I see what Mo's saying. I see what Mo's saying.
Like you
I want my daughters to do that. I want my daughters to do that. I want my daughters to do that.
Mike is making sure he's raising his young ladies up to give men hell too. Like it ain't that easy just to get in the keys to the door. Okay,
don't be a pick-me ass bitch. That's what K-Day's saying. Don't be a pick-me. That's what Lady Q.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right, well, Ash said, Mike, she loved this segment. She think we should do it weekly. It's called Love in the Trenches. She said we should have open it up to let the people come on. Because Ryan is good for this stuff, right? This is the second time Ryan came on, the musician, and Ryan he has
is
good
in a
comebacks.
climate that looks tropical. Okay, I've seen the palm trees. Okay, he looks like he's in a Tesla.
So Ryan, we may need you, Ryan, because you're a good debater and bring a real,
I like it. Loving the trend. Just get to a stable spot. Get to a stable. Jay, I'm a bit more candid on this platform because it's real. No, I like it, Katie. We like love in the trenches.
Like the realness. We do. I
love
joke
in the
around.
trenches.
I do joke around, Katie, but I could never be with someone like you because you are difficult for no reason. And that's we being real and honest. I know she didn't ask Jay. Ain't nobody asked to be with you anyway. I'm not saying you did, but I'm
be with somebody like you.
From someone that's married in a happy relationship, you would be too much.
Relationship. You're happily married in your type of
Lady Q was difficult early on for no reason. Talking about, I'm just gonna show him that he gonna have to earn this extra. I did, but I had to be like, I ain't gonna cook for you.
But she did make you earn it. She did make you earn it. She did.
But she wasn't difficult to be difficult. Talking about, well,
No.
hey, man,
She was difficult because you ghosted her. You ghosted her. That's why she was difficult, and she made you fight. We all listen. Listen. I'm not totally agreeing.
Want to be the prize. We both are the prize.
Press me.
How about that?
Show me why I should want you.
It goes both ways. Yes. But to say I'm not going to do this, I'm not doing that because of that, I just thought that was wild for her to say
the
that.
Conversation that K-Day is having with us. I know that she's not starting her relationship off with any man saying, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. I'm just letting you know right now, I'm not doing this. Because of course that person would say, whoa, pump the brakes.
Yeah.
I'm just here to try to get to know you
Like I
right
said,
now.
just give me a bucket of chicken. You can give me a bucket of chicken. Oh,
Because
man,
I think at a certain point, women should be like, there's certain things I'm not doing. There's certain things I'm not doing to press you yet. I'm not doing certain things yet. I'm not. Certain things I'm not.
Not yet. Not till we mad.
Certain things you're gonna have to wait for. All right, I gotta get out of here. I'm really chilling, like I'm chilling. Love in the trenches. Maybe we'll do it on Monday. Love in the trenches. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be. I can never be that. Understands only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in your life. Fight for your happiness. Never let anyone, anything, any circumstance take it from me. From Michael Sean, J Black, Sexy Mo, C Chung, K-Day, Ryan the musician, Amani, Kamari, C Chung, and everybody. Lady Q woke up inspired. If you want your vision on something, I got my picture. I got my saying love me for who I am.
Custom stuff. Look at that,
All that custom. You can get it on a t-shirt, a hat, a hoodie, a horseshoe. You can get on whatever you want. Just go to wokeupinspired.com. We are gone.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts.